Africa, the second largest continent on Earth, lies between two of the world's mightiest seas. Africa has been called the birthplace of man. The earliest known human fossils have been found here. The continent is divided in two, both physically and culturally, by the vast Sahara Desert. This barren expanse separates the mainly Arab nations bordering the Mediterranean from the heartlands of Black Africa. Since the times of ancient Egypt, North Africa has been at the center of world events. By the 7th century, Arabic culture dominated the region, just as it does today. South of the Sahara Desert lies Black Africa. 40% of Africa's landmass is savanna country, wide open grasslands that support a wealth of plants and animals. Much of Black Africa was once the home of ancient kingdoms. Some of today's Africans live in ways similar to those of their ancestors. Others have adopted wholly different lifestyles. The peoples of Black Africa are as diverse as the countries they live in. There are over 1,700 languages spoken across the continent, the living heritage of what is still largely a tribal society. African music and art is a part of everyday life right across Africa. The contrasts of Africa are apparent in the ability of nations to exploit the continent's oil and mineral wealth. South Africa, for example, produces 2/3 of the world's gold supply. For many countries, trade is hampered by the lack of natural harbors, navigable rivers, and by poor road and rail systems. Natural disasters like locust infestations, disease, drought, and famine add to the problems of underdeveloped countries. Recent tragedies have been the focus of concern and international aid, but long-term solutions are needed if Africa's young nations are to evolve. Africa's land and people are potentially rich resources. It will need political stability and economic progress to turn that potential into a brighter future.